You read that title, and that's the breaking news we're going to be talking about here today because moments ago, as of the time of this recording, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, CEO and chairman of World Wrestling Entertainment, has announced his retirement from the company at 77 years old. Now, there's a few important breakaways or takeaways that we can take from this topic. And it's been a while since I've done a wrestling video, so I felt like this was an important one to talk about because this, in fact, is breaking news. Now, a few months ago, allegations arose that Vince McMahon had paid hush money to numerous employees over the years for alleged affairs that he had with these employees, that they kind of uncovered NDAs showing that this, had occurred. When this all happened, Vince McMahon did step down as acting CEO and chairman of the promotion, where Stephanie McMahon took over, coincidentally after announcing that she would take a leave of absence not even like a month earlier. And this was kind of to keep the McMahons in charge, but Vince had also announced that he would stay head of creative, which in this latest announcement on the website and the tweet that was put out by Vince McMahon, it doesn't say anything about stepping away as head of creative, which is interesting, but it does say he was going to be retiring as chairman of the board for World Wrestling Entertainment, so you have to assume that he's stepping down as head of creative as well. Interestingly enough, this all comes on the recent news that more NDAs had been discovered. So Vince was being investigated for excess other affairs throughout the years, as well as the rumor that WWE was going back to a TV-14 product. That's another interesting one. But the other plot point that I want to kind of mention here was earlier today, as of the time of this recording, it was announced that Triple H would take his role back as Executive Vice President of Talent Relations, a role he had previously held before he had his heart issue last year. So with all these coming into play, it's very interesting because it seems almost that Vince laid out the plan before fully stepping away from the company, because initially he was only taking this leave of absence during the investigations. Now, the product itself has been a little different recently. Vince, right after the allegations broke, was showing up on TV just to say like little things and strange segments, kind of, I feel like, to feed his own ego as a power play, as many reports have stated throughout many websites. But this Monday, Titus O'Neil opened the show in a very PR-based move, because we haven't seen him on TV in God knows how long. And this is right on the spokes that SummerSlam is next week as we're speaking, and Friday Night SmackDown is going on live in 3.5 hours as of the time of this recording. So who knows how that's going to play into the presentation of the show. I'm sure we're going to find out, because it's weird that this is breaking this late in the day as well. But this is breaking news that's still developing. Originally, it seemed like a tweet came out from Vince's his Twitter, which said, "At 77 years old, it's time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe." And it was very kind of vague. And, there was the thoughts that maybe his account had been hacked until there was confirmation from the actual corporate WWE website, from a statement that was put out. And many of us, me included, had assumed Vince was going to pass away before he ever stepped down from being CEO of WWE. Now, he is still the majority shareholder, which does at points, I believe, still give him majority voting power for the company. And with Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan now apparently joint CEOs, they'll be running the show going forward, with Triple H being head of talent relations. This is all very interesting in the essence of how different they're going to be running the company versus how Vince ran the company. And this is all stuff I'm sure we're going to see as time is going to pass. But I just wanted to touch on a little bit of that, because that is breaking news right now. It is kind of crazy that Vince McMahon has retired from the company he helped put on the map, first started by his father back in the 60s, I believe, and he took over in 1980. So after 42 years in charge, he is stepping away. It's going to be interesting to see how this news develops and what more we can find out, guys. I'm hoping I'm going to cover it. If it comes out with something very interesting. But of course, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Vince McMahon has stepped down from WWE and retired officially. I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.